corner of your eye, I can see a light shine in the corner of your eye, I can see a light shine in the corner. So may the grace of God be always in your heart, as though it's not, as though it's not. So there is proof. Look to yourself. When you go against, may the grace of God be always in your heart, because it is in your heart. But when you think or act against your heart, you lose awareness. You experience things like guilt, addiction. And the ultimate addiction is mind's addiction to itself, the ego's addiction to itself. The mind just, oh, the word ego. People use the word ego. I use it a lot. May the grace of God be always in your heart, to me means wake up. What are you thinking and believing that would cost you connection with the gift that is immovable? You don't have a choice. Anytime you fight against good, and that's not the world's idea of good, it's your own. Anytime you go against what you believe to be right, you're welcome to do it. It's just that, no, you're going to experience guilt. And guilt has a wonderful purpose. It shows me that to look back at what I was thinking and believing just prior to saying or doing the act that I just did that is causing the guilt. Gosh, I hope I'm not moving too fast. Oh, good. Someone just went like that. I'll go with that. May the grace of God be always in your heart. Another way of saying that is, may you always be aware that the grace of God is always in your heart, and that's immovable, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you fight against it. Guilt will always let you know. You feel it. And even though no one catches you, you have. You have, meaning that may the grace of God be always in your heart. It is. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. There are terms for it, like being present, getting still, noticing your breath, the way your chest rises or your belly rises and falls. And having the privilege of getting in touch with who and what you are without your ego running, just to be here now. And then the ego says, well, that's not enough. That's not enough. I have to. I should. Notice. Get still. When I first began to just sit in what was there, I would actually experience like I was still, physically, present, mentally, emotionally, and I would actually experience like some kind of like imagined me just running across the room to do the dishes or to start the washer or dryer or answer the phone, and yet I was present. But it can be that powerful. It's like I was doing what I wasn't doing because it was so powerful here to do it, whatever that it is. It's so amazing to get still and realize what you realize. And the things you may realize isn't what you think you're supposed to realize, but it shifts your life. And you have no proof, and maybe you don't even know it, but it's something shifts. Then the ego would override it. And that's where inquiry comes in. Inquiry, for those of you new to the work is inquiry. And just notice what you're thinking and believing that would go against of that grace of heart, that immovable, that goodness. Let's name it goodness, that immovable goodness that you are. And you get still, close your eyes and notice what arises.